What's up everybody, it's Cama, and in this video, what I'm going to be showing you is a new way to set goals, other than setting a New Year's resolution. And the reason is because how many of you have ever set a goal, right, a New Year's resolution, and then maybe you were really good for the very first week or two, and then after that, you either forgot your goal or you forgot to take action. Or maybe you didn't forget to take action, you just weren't bothered to take action. It is the constant pattern with so many people, and right now, you're watching this, so you're gonna be further ahead than everyone else who's gonna be setting a goal, New Year's resolution, they sign up to the gym and they're really pumped, and then after that, they stop. After that, they give up. And the reason is because they don't have these 5 things in place. And that's what I wanna break down. Once you know these 5 things, it's gonna be so much easier for you to stay on track. Because here's the thing, at the end of 2018, you will arrive at a certain destination. The question is, where? Will you be at the same place that you are right now? Will you be at a better place? Will you have lost the weight that you really want to lose? Will you have changed those habits that are holding you back right now? Will you have created a different support network, new friends that are at higher standards that are really supporting you and pushing you to really do your best? Would you have stopped binge eating, or are you still doing the same thing that you're doing right now? Are you still doing those same patterns that are holding you back? It's totally up to you. And what I've found is that when you have these 5 things in place, you will arrive at the destination that you want, or even better. So here's the thing. Step number 1 is to know what you want. So number 1, what is it that you want? How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? How do you want to be able to think? Once you get clear on those 3 things, okay, how do I want to look? You know what? I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror, and I want to be able to feel like I'm 10 kilograms less. Or I want to be able to get my body fat scan and see that I've lost 10 kilograms. I want to be able to get my body fat scan and see that I've gained 3 kilograms of muscle. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and finally feel free. Feel free of that body shame, right? I want to feel so damn good when I wake up. I want to feel this sense of vitality. I want to feel this sense of energy, right? I want to be able to think clearly. I want to have these clear thoughts. I want to be able to meditate, and instead of thinking so negative all the time, I want to be able to think positive. I want to be able to see the good in all of it. I want to be able to see the blessings in the mess, rather than the mess in the blessings. Because wouldn't you agree that your mental health is just as important as your physical health? So it's really important that you get clear on not just your body, but how you want to be able to think as well, right? So that's step number 1. What is it that you want? Step number 2 is, what is holding you back from making this change happen already? There is going to be challenges that is going to hold you back. And it's so important that you get clear about what those things are now, so then that way you can start conditioning a new pattern. Because the thing that is holding you back is a pattern. It is either a habit, it's a thoughts, it's an emotion. Yeah, those are pretty much the big 3 things. A belief, a certain thought pattern that you keep replaying again and again and again, or it's an emotion, because I really need you to let this land. How you feel determines what you do. How you feel determines what you do. Haven't you ever had the time when you set the intention to go to the gym in the afternoon, for example, or in the morning, and then you woke up feeling tired, or something happened, you felt stressed, or you felt frustrated, so you're like, fuck the gym, I'm not going to the gym anymore. How you feel determines what you do. If you can start to change those emotional patterns, get clear about what are those emotions that are holding you back, or the habits. Maybe it's binge eating, maybe it's procrastinating, maybe it's saying that you're going to do something and then you don't do it. What are those habits that are holding you back from making this change happen already, right? So that's step number 2. And then step number 3 is set some new rituals. Our life is made up of rituals. Your body, right now, is because of the rituals that you were doing this year, or just for your whole entire life. You can look at someone who is fit and athletic that isn't just based on genetics, but they've really allowed themselves to train themselves to that point. You can look at their body and you can see that there were rituals that they did every single day or every single week that allowed them to have that body, to allow them to have that energy, to allow them to have the capacity to think in a way that is different from people who don't have the body that they want. So what are some rituals that you can create for yourself that is going to condition you to take action towards your goals every single day or every single week, that you're making constant progress? Things such as doing a monthly check-in, getting a monthly body fat scan, or a weekly body fat scan, even better, right, if you can afford that. But I've found that there are 2 rituals that if you have these things in place, everything else just becomes much easier, right? And here's what it is. Number 1 is to associate to what you want every single day. Here is why. So many people that I've coached and so many people who have applied for self-mastery, for example, they will set a goal, but then they'll forget it. Set it and forget it is the pattern. What if every single day you were to associate to what is this goal that you want to create for yourself? What is the body that you want? What is the health that you want? What is the way that you want to be able to think? And there's so many ways that you can associate to what you want, right? That's the outcome, and the vehicle that you choose to get that outcome, to associate to what you want. You can read out your goals daily. You can visualize. This is something that I do. Every single day, I'm visualizing. I'm visualizing not just with my body, but I'm visualizing how I want to feel throughout the day, how I want to feel in 5 years from now, how I want to live my life 5 years from now, how I want my life to be. And if you can visualize what you want, I'm not too sure if you guys know about the law of attraction, but I truly believe in the law of attraction. Once you visualize what you want, the law of attraction sets in. So that's number 1. That's the first ritual that I highly recommend that you guys put into place. And then the second ritual is to feed your mind daily. Now, what that looks like to you is going to be totally different to what that looks like for me. For you, maybe that's reading books. For you, maybe that's watching a YouTube video that's motivational. And the reason why this is so important is because Tony Robbins says, or I think this is from Jim Rohn, he says, automatically, your mind grows weeds. And it's so important that you take those weeds out every single day in order for you to create the life that you want. I think I'm paraphrasing right then. I don't think I said that quote correctly, but you get the idea. Every single day, your mind is going to grow weeds automatically. Especially if you don't have the next thing I'm going to be talking about. So it's so important to feed your mind daily. Maybe for you that is watching someone training before you go to the gym to really get you in the state to perform at your highest level while you're at the gym. Right? For me, not all the time, but most of the time, before I go to the gym, I will watch a Elliot Hulse video. Just watching him train, it just gets me in the state to go to the gym and do my best, to be my best, to perform at my best, right? So feed your mind daily, whatever that looks like for you. And then step number 4 is to create a support network, or find a support network. Support network is based on your environment, right? Your friends, if you have a coach, if you have a gym, for example, whatever it may be, your environment is determining how you perform. Your environment is determining what you do. Because let me ask you a question. Haven't you ever had the time where you were trying to be healthy, but because everyone around you was being unhealthy, you lowered your standards to fit in with them? Does that ever happen? Right? You're at the dinner table, you're trying to be healthy, but everyone else is being unhealthy, so you're like, stuff it, and you lower your standards to fit in. Because as humans, we have this drive to belong, this drive to fit in. So if your standard is up here, but everyone's standard is down here, 2 things are going to happen. Either you're going to lower your standards to fit in, to belong, or you're going to set that standard so high and you're not going to waver, and then you're going to raise your standards. They're going to raise their standards. And I'm sure that's happened before. Maybe you said, I'm going to be healthy right now. And because of that, and you said, no, I'm saying no to that chocolate, I'm saying no to that food that's not going to serve me. Maybe that created a change within people around you. Maybe they didn't eat unhealthy. Maybe they ate healthy because you were eating healthy. So creating a support network, or finding a support network. And here's the best thing, guys. They don't have to be in your physical presence. They do not have to be in your physical presence. It's important to create a support network in your physical presence, but here's what I found. In my self-mastery coaching program, because people are creating change, right? People who are stopping binge eating within 2 weeks, people who are losing all these kilograms and all these pounds, people who are creating all these changes, right? They post in the group, and because they post in the group, another person will see that and go, because she did it, then that means what? I can do it too. If you see that other people around you are creating high standards for themselves, and they're creating a change, and you see that, instantly the belief within you starts to go up, which allows your potential to go up, which allows your drive to take action to go up, which allows your results to increase. There is a cycle. And it's so important to create that belief within yourself that you can do it, and a big part of that is seeing other people do it, creating a support network, right? So that's number 4. And then number 5, here is where it all gets into place. And that's to take some action. And what I really want you to do right now is create 3 actions. 3 actions that you can either do today or tomorrow, but I'd say, let me get even more clear, to do within the next 24 hours. What are 3 things that you can do within the next 24 hours to really get you some momentum to move forward towards what you want? 3 actions. And the reason is because in YouTube, it's really, really amazing because I'm delivering this content. The challenge though is that a lot of people watch videos passively. They'll get some information and then they won't do shit. Now, what I believe is that what will change your life is not information, but action. Information is important, especially getting the right information that is going to be effective to your goals, but you can get that information and not do shit. And that's the biggest challenge. A lot of people know what to do, but they're not doing what they know. So my challenge to you is, straight after this video, get a pen and a paper out, find out what are 3 things that you can do right now, and then go and do it within the next 24 hours. And if you say, well, you know what, I'm just going to do that later. I'll probably do that probably tomorrow. I'll probably do that next week. How you do anything is how you do everything. Later becomes a habit. Later becomes never. If you say that you're going to do that later, I can tell you right now that that is a pattern, and it's showing up in all areas of your life. Going back to the patterns that are holding you back. Maybe that's a pattern. Maybe the pattern is, I'm going to do that later. The very best pattern that has changed my life is when I find out what I need to do, I do it straight away. I do not wait. So what are 3 things? And then what I want you to do is, in the comments down below, what I really want you to do is let me know what you thought of this video, and then write down what are your 3 actions. And let's see who the real action takers are. And you're going to see that if you are an action taker and you do this, you're going to see that there are a lot of people who are viewing this video, but the comments, the comment to view ratio is going to be very, very different. So my question to you is, are you going to be the one who just viewed and didn't do anything? Or are you going to be someone who got to the very end of this video and said, okay, Matt's given me some really big information that can change my life for 2018, even if you're at the beginning of at the end of 2017, or maybe you're halfway through 2018. It doesn't really matter. You can still apply this advice. So what are you going to be? What I really recommend that you do is write a comment down below and start to do it. And I really hope that this video helped you guys out. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below as well. But make sure that if you leave a comment or question, make sure you write down those 3 actions. So I love every single one of you. I wish the best for you guys. And until I see you guys in the very next video, remember to love all living things. And most importantly, love thyself.